I never thought at this day the situation would be like this. In July, I never knew that it would be the last day that I see him. He left, the mood was okay, he told us that he's going, and then, okay, as usual, and there was nothing that came in mind that this could be the last time.
Zinzi Tom's haunting recollection of the last day she saw her brother Ayanda. She says 2 months later, the nightmare hit home with reports of the intensification of Operation Vala Umgodi.
That's when I went to my cousin brother, Johannes, and I was like, he never took this long. Then he was like, you know, you're not the first person who came to report this kind of a thing. Then that's when we went to meet with other leaders. Then even other community members, they came, are complaining about this very thing. That's when we decided to make meetings with the police.
While some illegal miners were able to resurface, it soon emerged that others were in desperate need of assistance.
After the 6th meeting, we managed to retrieve about 1 point something people. They came out, all of them in Margaret Shaft. That's when we came back, we found out that people in Shaft 11 and 10, they don't have an access to go in Margaret Shaft. We went back to them and pleaded with them that, can you please assist us? Those people, they can't retrieve themselves. They depend in people who are in the surface.
It was then that the community appealed to police to allow volunteers to assist.
The community was very angry, most especially the affected family members. They went to the people that they knew that they were working that site. Then they agreed, they said, no, we're going to volunteer ourselves to help to retrieve those underground who are trapped. Then we worked and came to a point whereby we stood in a 32 people who were alive and 9 bodies we already retrieved at that time.
By November, a government-led task team roped in a mine rescue team, but volunteer efforts were halted and food was restricted yet again. Tom says she was left with no choice but to approach the courts to force government to expedite its rescue efforts.
That's when we got a letter saying that we are sitting in 109 dead bodies. That's when me and the collective, I decided that my brother is there. I can't risk it again. Now I'm going to go to High Court and Concord to force the subs to bring the machine, the cage, to retrieve those people in numbers.
As the rescue efforts continued, Tom remained hopeful that news of her brother would soon reach her.
Somebody said that he saw my brother 2 weeks back. My brother was underground, but he was not in a good condition at all. He told them that, no, I'm going to try to retrieve myself with the gators because I can't die underground. That's the last time that they saw him. Now I think I will make it 3 weeks.
By the last day of the retrieval operation, Tom was faced with a bitter reality.
I even fought with Comrade Shasha because he's the one who broke the news and said that there's no one else who's left inside. In that moment, I had to be selfish. I was like, I can't fight this much for other people. Even now, I'm not okay. Just trying to pray to God every day that I wonder what's happening. But I have this hope saying that my brother is still alive, because in Shaft 10, people, when they retrieved, they never gave us names.
Community leader Johannes Tankase says many more families are still pining for relatives who remain unaccounted for.
From the information that we got from the volunteers that were sent underground, when the rescue people came, it was that there are still bodies underground, more especially in the other shaft, whereby some of them, they were trying to resurface through the gators, but some of them, they lost their grips in numbers. as much as we are working with the community as community leaders, there are some names that are brought forward to us that there are some people that they are not on the list. We got the list from the police for information. All the people who have resurfaced.
Qankasi says the process of identifying the deceased has made matters more complicated.
They said no, they will not be allowed to go individually. They must go there, they must make it an appointment in a group so that they can go and identify. But now, the situation we find ourselves in, some of the community members, the families, others, they are afraid. They've told us they are afraid to go and identify. I don't know their reasons being what. But at the end of the day, if ever they want to go and identify their loved ones, must they wait for other people to come so that they can go in a group?
Although news of Ayanda Tom's whereabouts are dwindling, his family still holds on to the hope that they will see him again one day. Sintle English, SABC News, Khuma.